Hey guys, Addicted to the Finest Pizza here, and today I have another Animal Crossing fan art, a humanized version of everybody's favorite villager, Pietro. You know, the best boy in Animal Crossing that everybody loves unanimously. All jokes aside though, I really don't think Pietro is that bad, and since my friend has had him in his town, he's actually quite endearing. I feel like the hate for Pietro comes from, one, him being the clown, and maybe two, people bandwagoning on hating quote-unquote ugly villagers. You people know who you are. But anyways, I digress. I had an insane amount of fun drawing Pietro. He's a clown. He's very colorful. He's got a lot of colors on him. And I thought instead of using my regular Prismacolor, instead of using my regular Copic markers, I would use my Posca pens because boy, oh boy, I really love Posca pens, but I'm really bad with them. I was actually really surprised that this came out right, and there's at least one time that I made a really huge mistake that I believe you guys are about to see. But these are paint markers, so when I went to go do his face, I pressed down on the marker to get some more ink out of it, and then lo and behold, there was a giant spot on his face that I had to clean up with tissue. But nonetheless, I got it under control. It did take a minute to dry, so there's quite a bit of time where I don't go back to his face after I finish coloring it initially, just because Posca pens are so thick. They're pretty much, I believe they're acrylic paint markers, and they're really good. I know a lot of people use them for graffiti, and of the videos that I've seen people with them, I have like the big size. I have not the huge one, but I have a pretty big size of Posca pens, and they're not really that great to do small, tiny little details. So I had to really be careful in my heavy-handedness to make sure that I didn't ruin this piece, because I'm actually going to send it to my friend who likes Pietro. His birthday was recently, and I just feel like this would be something he would enjoy a lot. And he's also the one who, if he didn't tell me to do it, that I should do it for a video, you know, this little cute baby boy Pietro wouldn't even exist. So I am very happy for his request, and I hope that he is very happy with his artwork whenever it gets to him. But yeah, that is pretty much why I am drawing him today. Just like literally to have fun with new materials and draw a boy for once as well. I don't think I've ever drawn a boy on my channel before ever. And it's not that I don't draw men or I don't like drawing men. It's just so often, every time I think of a character, I can never think of them as a guy. And I should change that. I should start drawing a lot more men just in my leisure time to get anatomy and stuff down, because I do feel that Pietro looks a bit girly, but I don't mind. Back to the conversation about Posca pens. I guess I should share some of my tips and tricks for people who want to get into them. First of all, I bought my first set of Posca pens at Michael's. I saw like the pretty standard pack of primary colors. It came with red, a dark blue, a light blue, green, white, black, a hot pink, and a yellow. So I had all those colors to work with. For a while I didn't really do anything with it because I was like, I need more colors. So I went on good old Amazon and looked up the pastel pack, and then I also got a skin tone pack. And those all together were about a $60 purchase, like as a unit. Actually no, because I had a coupon. So I believe with the Michael's coupon and the Amazon purchase, all three of these packs of markers ran me a good $30 to $60, which I'd say isn't bad, especially because you get a lot of ink with Posca pens. You can do a lot with them. You can draw on a multitude of surfaces. So I really thought this was a pretty great deal. If you're looking for paper to go along with your Posca pens, I suggest the Hobby Lobby brand Master's Touch Premium Watercolor Pad. It's really good. It's cold pressed watercolor paper. It doesn't pill up when I use Posca pens. It doesn't buckle when the paint is drying or when there's a lot of paint on the paper. It's really sturdy and just, it's nice. Like, I don't get any bleed through with it. None of that. It's quite sturdy paper and I enjoy it a lot. They have them in large packs. Sorry, not in large packs, but they have large sizes. The one that I'm looking at right now that I used for this piece is a 9x12 cut into 4s. Just so that it's a little bit bigger than the smaller size I have, but not as big as an entire sheet of paper. So it's kind of a non-overwhelming size of paper. And it's only $10 and you can cut it up to whatever size you want to really just make your Posca creation, or if you use this paper for watercolor, your watercolor creation, whatever you want it to be. A good tip for my bro homies, or just people who want to save money on supplies in general, Bic has these market markers. I know they're still around. I've had mine for like years, but I know they're still around because I still see them in the store. You can get them from Walmart. You can get them from... I feel like you can get them from Walgreens and like CVS. These like Bic market markers are literally everywhere. Like, I bet they're in like a Publix or a Kroger somewhere if they have a school supplies aisle. They are really cheap. They come in like a big pack with a lot of colors. And what you'll see me do is, if I don't have a darker version of the color Posca pen, I will go over the area with a marker, like what I did on his face and what I did on his hand and his arm. Like, literally, I didn't have a darker shade of that skin tone that was gonna look good, so I just went in with a pinky peachy, I should say, because it is a peach. I went in with like a peachy marker and colored over skin, and it adds like a little bit of the definition, so everything's not so flat. It added like a shadow to him, so like he's actually, as 2D as he is, he has some type of form and shape. Everything's not just one blob. The rest of this video is pretty much my process of completing the coloring and blocking in all of those colors and actually lining the piece after I lay down all my colors. I feel like with Posca pens, because they are so opaque, that all you would really need to do is lay down your colors, lay down your outline, fill in the colors to the best of your ability, try not to overlap key areas so that you can still see like the line of separation, especially when you're painting a large area, a bunch of different colors, but there's a lot of definition in that area. Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like when I sketched his shorts, there's a lot of detail in there, and then when it came to lining his shorts, I lost a lot of that detail that I had that I couldn't just think of on the spot, because by the time I was lining, I was kind of at the end of my process and I was making marks and like trying to get it done, trying to finish it. Not to say that like I was tired of the piece or I was trying to work on it, but usually your passion that you have at the beginning of working on your piece kind of slows down as you really get into working in it. Even if you're going on autopilot, you're literally just checking to see like, okay, I did this. What's next? I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Move on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. To the point where even some parts I had to go back and lay down more Posca, like highlights. I usually do highlights on my characters, and I didn't do that before I started lining the piece, so I had to go back and do that. Or just some parts that could be just better defined after I lined it, because I was just like, oh, I feel like there's something missing. But nonetheless, like, this was a very, very fun drawing to do. I'm so glad that I ended up following through with the request to draw him, because it was like a stress reliever to use these Posca pens on something so colorful and just like fun, like a clown. Nonetheless, I believe I have run out of things to talk about, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you watch these videos, you know what I mean? Not everybody's up for hearing people talk, but whatever. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with me lining this whole piece and finishing it out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.